Welcome, fellow adventurers. Today we're venturing to Alaska's wildest frontiers, 15 towns where survival is a daily battle against nature. Here the cold bites, isolation is crushing, and only the toughest communities endure. Let's begin. Our first stop, Egegik, the northernmost city in the U.S., where the sun vanishes for over 2 months each winter. No roads connect Egegik to the rest of Alaska. Everything arrives by plane, making daily life staggeringly expensive. Temperatures plunge to -30, and wind chills can reach -60. Even a trip to the store is a calculated risk. Yet the Inupiat people have thrived here for millennia, relying on traditional hunting and deep community bonds. Survival is a collective effort, and every day is a testament to resilience. To live here is to embrace extremes and find strength in unity. Next, we reach Nome, legendary for the gold rush and the Iditarod finish line. Cut off from the road system, Nome depends on air transport, especially when the Bering Sea freezes. The sea ice is both barrier and lifeline, supporting subsistence hunters through brutal winters. In Nome, survival means battling the elements and relying on a community forged by history and hardship. North to Kotzebue, a hub for remote villages where the cost of living is among the nation's highest. Everything is flown or barged in, making subsistence hunting and fishing essential. The town faces erosion, melting permafrost, and weeks of winter darkness. The Inupiat here are bound by shared challenges and a deep connection to their land. Resilience is not just tradition, it's survival. Bethel, the largest city in western Alaska, is off the grid and accessible only by air. Planes are the lifeline, but bad weather can halt everything: mail, groceries, even medical care. Food is notoriously expensive, and families rely on boats in summer, ice roads in winter. Travel is risky, and patience is essential. In Bethel, endurance is a way of life. Back in Egegik, daily survival means above-ground water pipes, fragile infrastructure, and sky-high prices. Fresh produce is rare and costly. Families depend on non-perishables and careful budgeting. Heating fuel is hard-won, and every modern convenience is at the mercy of the Arctic. Here, the Arctic can kill in a heartbeat, forging a powerful sense of community. Survival is a shared responsibility. On the Aleutian Islands lies Adak, a near-ghost town once bustling with military life. Now, fewer than 100 residents live among abandoned buildings, battered by relentless storms. Flights are rare and often cancelled. Self-sufficiency is non-negotiable. Adak is for those seeking solitude at the edge of the world. Deep in Wrangell St. Elias National Park sits McCarthy, reached by a rough, unpaved road. Off the grid, residents rely on generators, wood stoves, and each other. Winters are brutal, often cutting the town off for weeks. Only the fiercely independent remain, surrounded by breathtaking but isolating wilderness. Here, nature's beauty is matched only by its challenges. In Whittier, nearly everyone lives in a single high-rise, the Egegik Towers. Access is through a one-lane tunnel that closes at night, locking the town in. Winter storms keep residents indoors for days, creating a close-knit, sometimes claustrophobic community. Whittier is a vertical town built for survival. Gamble, on St. Lawrence Island, is closer to Russia than Alaska, accessible only by plane. The Siberian Yupik people depend on hunting whales, seals, and seabirds for survival. Store food is prohibitively expensive. Ancient skills and community bonds are vital. The island is battered by Arctic storms and isolation. Life here is harsh, but rich in culture and resilience. Point Hope, or Egegik, is one of North America's oldest inhabited sites defined by the bowhead whale hunt. Climate change threatens the land and sea ice, making traditional life more dangerous. Despite immense challenges, the community's spirit and traditions endure. Here, survival is both ancient heritage and modern struggle. In Anaktuvuk Pass, the Nunamiyut people live deep in the Brooks Range, relying on caribou migrations. Winters are brutal, access is only by air, and the cost of groceries is sky high. The caribou hunt remains essential for food and culture. Survival here is a story of adaptation in a place few could endure. On St. Paul Island, volcanic cliffs and millions of fur seals define the landscape. The Unangan people once harvested seals. Now, fishing is the economic lifeline. Isolation is profound, with flights often grounded by storms. The community faces high costs and few opportunities, but resilience runs deep. Nature here is both provider and relentless challenge. Shishmaref, on a barrier island, is literally washing away due to melting permafrost and rising seas. The community has voted to relocate, but faces immense logistical and financial hurdles. For now, they live in uncertainty, watching their ancestral home disappear. Shishmaref is a stark warning of climate change's human cost. Coldfoot along the Dalton Highway is a tiny outpost for truckers braving the Arctic. Winter temperatures can hit -60, and the road is treacherous. Life is stripped to essentials: fuel, food, and survival. Coldfoot is a flicker of humanity in a vast frozen wilderness. Yakutat sits between glaciers and the Gulf of Alaska, with no roads in or out. It's one of the rainiest places in North America, battered by storms and isolation. The Tlingit people rely on fishing and subsistence to thrive here. Living in Yakutat means embracing the wild beauty and relentless challenges of the coast. We've traveled to Alaska's toughest towns, where survival is an art and community is everything. These places reveal the indomitable human spirit, resilient, proud, and deeply connected to the land. If these stories inspire you, subscribe for more journeys to the world's wildest places. Until next time, stay curious and stay wild.